My name is Jessica, and I'm here to talk about my daughter, Jocelyn. While I was in labor, it was noticed that oxygen levels were dropping. She was born with a cord around her neck. She was blue and not breathing. Less than 24 hours old, we were told by the chaplain to go say goodbye. She was sent to Spokane. She was in the NICU there for 30 days, and within one day, they realized she was not breathing because she was having seizures due to the lack of oxygen. She has cognitive delays. She has gross motor delays. She has social emotional delays. Just all areas of development were affected. She has very low muscle tone. So she didn't sit up until she was almost 1.5 years, didn't crawl until she was almost 2, and did not walk on her own until she was 6. Her behavior is also a very big barrier in her own way. She can get frustrated very easily, which makes it very hard to accomplish the things that she wants to accomplish. Luckily, she has a very, very strong will for life. She is very determined. She is very, very opinionated and knows exactly what she wants and what she wants to do. We were called multiple times to pick her up from school because of her behavior. Biting, throwing things, yelling, banging her head. It just made it very difficult to do things that you needed to do to survive. I've been thinking about Jocelyn's future since she was born. What if I got in a car wreck tomorrow and wasn't here? What would happen? No one can take care of her as good as I can. No one. And that's terrifying. But it's also a very real reality that I can't do it forever. Probably around the age of 14 or so, when puberty started, behaviors exacerbated beyond where we ever thought they would be. It was a few really rough years, destroying walls, destroying the floor, destroying any and every toy that she was given, biting, scratching, kicking, hitting, screaming, all the time whenever she was unhappy. I was getting really burnt out, caring for children all day at my job and then coming home and caring for her as well. We went back and forth. Is she gonna live with us forever? Can we do that? How would we do that? Is that something that we should do? Would she benefit from living with us forever? Would she benefit more from living in a group home? Either way, something is sacrificed. Jocelyn requires visual contact at all times. She will wander, so taking care of anything was very hard. I was feeling very desperate. I was feeling very, very overwhelmed, and I didn't know what else to do. I called Nancy from the parking lot of my daughter's school after I dropped them off and cried to her on the phone, telling her I didn't know how much longer I could do it. I didn't know how much longer I could go 200% every day. And she listened to me, and she told me that she was here and that she would help and we would figure it out together. And that's what happened. The first weekend that she was there was very rough. It was very rough, and I thought I made a huge mistake after that weekend. I thought that I needed to bring her home. The suffering that the problems at home were better than her suffering in a new place. And that has probably been the hardest thing for me, is to let go a little and let her find her own footing. She's been there 6 months now, and she has formed some really good bonds with some staff. She really loves her roommate. It's almost the best of both worlds now. I get my whole family all together when Jocelyn is there on that weekend, and we get a Jocelyn weekend, and we do things geared towards her needs and what she wants. And we are rested and able to do that in a much more fulfilling way. I feel more ready for her when she comes home.
Supported living is VRS's largest program, both financially and in number of clients. All clients live in their own homes in the community. and we support them in their homes anywhere from 1 to 2 hours a week to 24 hours a day, sometimes with double staffing. There are 27 homes where VRS staff members work, and it is the client's home. It doesn't belong to the agency. The clients either rent a home from someone in the community, a private landlord, or a family member has provided a home for them to live in. Currently, we support 65 people with developmental disabilities in supported living.
VRS means that I know she's being taken care of. I know she is having fun. I know she is being cared for by people who care for her. I don't feel like I am all alone. I don't feel like it's just me and my husband handling all of these things. And now that she is on her own and living this adult life, if she wants to go to the store, she gets to go to the store. If she wants to go on a walk, she gets to go on a walk. She's so much more in charge of her life than I ever thought that she could be. And that's because of that VRS is there to let her live that life that she wants to live.